Hello, my friend. You're here now, and that means everything. You made it through the day. That's enough. You showed up. That's enough. You're breathing. That's more than enough. My name is Seth, and this is your space to rest. There's nothing to prove here. No rush, no effort. Just a soft story to guide you inward, slowly, gently, until sleep begins to carry you all on its own. So close your eyes if you haven't already. Let your jaw go slack. Let your hands unclench. Let your belly soften. And let this 3,000-year-old trick take you where it has taken generations before you. To peace. To sleep. It begins, as it always has, in ancient Kemet, what we now call Egypt. But not the loud Egypt of kings and pyramids. No, this Egypt is quieter. It hums instead of shouts. It breathes instead of building. It glows instead of glittering. And at the edge of the great river, beneath the shade of fig trees and palms, lived a woman named Amira. She wasn't a priestess. She wasn't royalty. She was simply gentle. And because she was gentle, the world around her became gentle too. Her home was made of warm mud brick, soft to the touch and cool in the heat. Her door was always slightly open, as if inviting the breeze and peace to visit any time they liked. But it was what she did each night that made her known across her village. A trick. Old, quiet, sacred. A ritual not for the body, but for the nervous system, for the heart, for the soul that had been carrying too much through the day. And that ritual began with water. Each evening, just after the sun dipped below the acacia trees, Amira would fill a small clay bowl with water from a covered pot cooled by the wind. Into it, she placed two things: a handful of dried blue lotus petals, a smooth, oval stone from the river. The petals released a soft scent into the water, earthy, floral, ancient, and the stone, still holding the sun's warmth, gently warmed the bowl from within. She would set this bowl beside her, kneel on a woven mat, and place both hands over her heart, and breathe, slowly, silently, softly. She didn't ask for anything. She didn't pray. She didn't speak. She just breathed. And soon the blue lotus began to rise into the air. Not in smoke. She burned nothing. Just the scent, wrapping around her like a mother's arms. That scent, that moment, was the trick. She'd practiced it for years, but the first time it worked completely. She said later, "It wasn't sleep that came for me. It was peace, and I followed it into rest. And now you can follow it too. You don't need blue lotus by your side. You don't need a bowl of sacred water. You don't even need to kneel. You only need to be here, right now, with me. And let your breath begin to copy Amira's. She called it the Sacred Three. 3 breaths done 3 ways. The first dot, 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 A deep breath in through the nose, long and slow, as if sipping sleep itself, and out through the mouth, like you're letting go of the entire day. Again, in dot, 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 a little slower this time, and out, even softer, and once more, in dot, 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 and out. Now, the second set. This time, breathe in through the nose, but hold it, just for a moment. As if the breath is telling your mind, it's time. Then release, gently, like mist leaving a pond at dawn. One more. In dot, 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 hold, and release. And once more. In dot, 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 hold, out. And finally, the third set. This time, let the in-breath come naturally. Don't try. Just receive. And as you exhale, let your body become heavier. Feel your fingers soften. Feel your arms sink. Feel your spine melt into the bed. 2 more. Let gravity carry you downward. Let tension drift away. That's the sacred 3. And Amira did it every night. Just like that. No force, no chanting, no striving, just letting go. And it worked. In time, her body learned that breath meant sleep. Her bones associated the scent of lotus with stillness. And her soul, which had wandered all day long, finally had a reason to come home. She'd curl onto her side, pull a linen sheet over her shoulder, and think the same thought every night. This is enough. Not I am enough. Not tomorrow will be better. Just this, right now, is enough. And her eyes would close, and her breath would slow, and her body would disappear. You don't have to be ancient. You don't have to be wise. You don't have to be anything more than tired. And if you are tired tonight, not just sleepy, but tired in your soul, then this trick is yours. You can make your own water bowl in your mind. Place something warm in it, something sacred. Maybe it's your breath. Maybe it's a moment you survived. Maybe it's nothing at all. Just picture the bowl, still, steady, held in the hands of peace. Now, picture yourself placing your thoughts in it, one at a time, like feathers. You don't have to name them. You don't have to understand them. Just place them in the bowl, and when the bowl is full, set it down beside you. Not to throw away, not to analyze, just to say, I'll return to you when I'm rested. Because that's what Ahmira knew. Sleep doesn't erase us. It reassembles us, gently, from the inside. Now, let the scent of your own breath rise. Let your hands fall open. Let your mind drift like that river stone, warmed all day, resting now in cool, still water. Nothing is chasing you. Nothing is waiting. Only this moment. Only this trick. Only this breath. You are safe. You are still. You are exactly where rest wants you to be. So stay here. Don't follow me any farther. You've already arrived. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The night is a little deeper now. The crickets hum less loudly. The wind, which earlier wandered between fig trees and thatched rooftops, has gone quiet. Even the Nile has slowed its voice. And somewhere near the river's edge, under a sky of sleepy stars, Amira lies beside her bowl. It is not a grand bowl, just clay, glazed in the places her fingers have touched most often. But it holds more than water. It holds her peace. And tonight, like every night, she leans toward it, breathes deeply, and lets it begin. She doesn't try to sleep. She never tries. Trying, she once said, is a wall. And sleep, like a river, cannot pass through walls. Instead, she simply watches. Watches the way the moonlight ripples across the water's surface. Watches the way her breath moves just below her collarbone. Watches the way her thoughts begin to soften, one by one, like beads slipping from a thread. You don't have to understand how it works. You don't even have to believe in it. You only have to be near it, and you are. You are here, with me, with her, and with this moment that asks for nothing but your presence. You don't need to carry the day anymore. Set it down now, like a basket of dates on the edge of a courtyard. Let the night pick it up and carry it for you. Let the silence do the lifting. Let the stillness do the healing. Amira places a soft cloth over her bowl, not to hide it, but to remind herself that she does not need to look anymore. The work is done. The breath is enough. The stillness has begun. She lays back. No pillow, just the woven mat beneath her. The earth holds her like it remembers who she is. And now, your breath should begin to match hers again. In, like the river's edge. Out, like sand slipping between your fingers. In, a little deeper. Out, like smoke that carries no weight. You're not trying. You're becoming. Becoming the breath. Becoming the hush. Becoming the bowl itself. Round, still, full of everything you are ready to let go of. Amira always said that when your breath gets so quiet you can't find it anymore, that's when sleep finds you. So don't worry about the next word. Don't worry about the story. The story is simply a boat. And you are the water now. Even the sounds around you, maybe the hum of a ceiling fan, the softness of fabric near your cheek, the faint whisper of night through your window. Those sounds are part of this too. They're not interruptions. They're invitations. Everything around you is singing a lullaby, and you don't even have to hear it. You only need to receive it. Amira closes her eyes, but before she lets herself fall completely into the dark, she lifts one hand slowly and places it over her chest. Not to calm herself, not to pray, but to remember. This is a body that has been held all day by the world. Now it will be held by nothing, and in that nothing there is peace. Her fingers rest there a while, just noticing the way her heart slows, the way her belly rises and falls, the way even her thoughts begin to lose shape and drift like pollen on still air. Now you too. You can place your hand over your chest if it feels right. No pressure, just a soft reminder. You are here. You are resting, and there is nothing left to do. Amira's final thought before sleep comes is not a word. It's a feeling, a glow that moves from her chest to her jaw to her fingertips, saying only one thing. Yes, this stillness, this breath, this moment. And now she lets go of even that. The moon continues to shine, but it doesn't need her to see it. The water continues to move, but it doesn't need her to listen. Everything is still, and she is too. So now, allow yourself this. No pressure to drift, no need to follow. Just permission. Permission to soften. Permission to loosen. Permission to disappear into your own sacred breath. Your thoughts may still come and go. That's all right. Let them pass like wind over water. Not pushing, not pulling, just passing. You are not a thinker now. You are the one who watches the thoughts drift by and does not follow. You are a guest in your own stillness, a welcome one. And in this moment, all that matters is the rhythm of your rest. Let it slow. Let it deepen. Let it cradle you from the inside out. There is no right way to do this. No perfect posture. No secret chant. No ancient language to recite. Just this. A breath. And another. And another still. Each one saying what words cannot. You are safe. You are home. You are allowed to rest now. Amira does not dream every night. Some nights she goes so deeply into the quiet, there's nothing but black. But even in the black, there is comfort. Even in the dark, there is love. Because stillness does not abandon. It waits. It wraps. It remembers. Tonight, she will not float through temples or speak to spirits or walk down golden halls. Tonight, she will simply rest. And that is the greatest ritual of all. Let it be yours too. Let the bed become your temple. Let the darkness become your guide. Let your breath become your offering. You don't need to finish this chapter. You don't even need to hear me anymore. I am here only to keep you company as you fall away, as you fall deeper and deeper and deeper still. You are already halfway gone, and the rest of you is ready to follow. There is no gate, no door, no passage. Just a long, soft sigh that never ends. And on the other side of that sigh, there is only sleep. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. There are some nights where even silence has a texture. It presses gently around you, like linen warmed in the sun. It nestles in the corners of the room. It curves around your shoulders, your spine, your belly. And on this particular night, the silence is thick and full. Not heavy, not dark, but deep. A kind of hush that doesn't ask anything of you. Amira has not spoken all day, not because she's angry, not because anything is wrong, but because the world has said enough for her. The wind spoke in the palms. The river told her stories. The birds carried messages she didn't need to repeat. And so she saved her voice for sleep. She sits again by her bowl, the clay now cool to the touch. She doesn't add anything to it tonight. No petals, no oil, no stone, just water. Still and simple. It's enough. She dips one finger in, and even that feels like a prayer. A soft ripple, a reminder that even the quietest action can begin the ritual of rest. She pulls her woven shawl around her shoulders. It smells like dust and calm. It feels like history. She closes her eyes and begins again. This time, she does not breathe to calm herself. She does not breathe to invite sleep. She breathes because it's the only thing left to do. Because when the world is quiet, and the story has faded, and the day has gone to rest, what remains is the breath. Yours, mine, ours. Let yours now join hers. Softly, so softly. In, as if you're receiving the warmth of the fire without needing to see it. Out, as if you're letting go of something you didn't even know you were holding. Again, in and out, and once more. In dot, 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 and out. Now your body begins to loosen. Your arms rest a little heavier. Your eyelids float a little lower. Your jaw relaxes without being asked. You're not trying. You're becoming weightless, becoming still, becoming like the bowl. Round, complete, holding only what is gentle. Amira lays back now, as she always does, on the mat that remembers her shape. The earth beneath her sighs softly, as if glad to see her return. She says nothing, and yet everything around her quiets, as if nature knows. The ritual has begun. You don't need to picture anything tonight. No pyramids, no temples, no rivers or skies. Just this. The sense that the entire universe is breathing alongside you. The sense that your breath is part of something older than worry, older than effort, older than sleep itself. Each time you exhale, the world gets softer. Each time you inhale, peace enters your chest a little deeper. And somewhere in the distance, in a place you don't need to name, a quiet sound is humming. Not music, not a voice, just vibration. The sound of rest. The sound of the body remembering that it knows how to heal when given stillness. You are being healed now. Not from injury, not from pain, but from noise, from pressure, from everything that told you you had to do more. Let it all fall now. Let your mind sink into your body. Let your body sink into the bed. Let the bed sink into the dark. And then, let it all disappear. You don't have to fall asleep. You only have to fall. Fall into your own breath. Fall into your own heart. Fall into the part of you that's been waiting for permission to stop. Amira places her hand over her stomach this time. The center. The part of her that feeds and feels and rests the deepest. She does not ask herself if she's doing it right. She does not worry if she's forgotten something, because in this moment, everything she is enough. And so are you. This breath, this weight, this stillness, that's all that is needed. Let me stay with you a little longer. Not to speak, not to teach, just to be here. So you know you're not alone. The story is not ending. It's simply fading, becoming thinner than air. So you don't have to follow it anymore. You're almost gone now. Gone in the best way. Gone into softness. Gone into the sleep that doesn't feel like escape, but like arrival. The bed is holding you. The dark is not empty. It's full of warmth, full of memories without words, full of kindness you don't have to deserve. You're not thinking now. You're floating. You're not listening now. You're being held. And that's what this 3,000-year-old trick has always been about. Not a secret, not a spell, just a way to remind the body that it can rest, that it's allowed, that it always could. Amira is sleeping now. So are the birds. So is the moon. You can too. You already are. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The night does not ask questions. It does not wonder what you accomplished. It does not care how clean your house is, how busy you were, how many things you checked off your list. The night only asks you to come inside. And tonight, that door is already open. There's no threshold to cross, no guard to greet, just a softness, a warmth, a hush. That says, you've done enough. Amira knows this better than anyone. That's why she never rushes the ritual. She never forces sleep to come. She only offers it a space, a bowl, a breath, a moment, and somehow sleep always arrives. Tonight she doesn't sit by the bowl. Tonight she stays in bed, because even the walk to the mat would be too loud. She lies on her side, one hand tucked beneath her cheek, the other resting over her ribs, and slowly she begins to hum. Not a song, not a melody, just a tone, low, gentle, like the inside of a seashell. She hums not to be heard, but to feel. The vibration moves through her hand, through her chest, into her bones. It is a sound only she can feel. But if you were beside her, if your breath was lined up with hers, you might feel it too. You are beside her now, beside the quiet, beside the ritual that is more presence than action. And this is the next part of the 3,000-year-old trick. Vibration. Ahmira always said, "When the world has said enough, let your body speak in sound." So she hums, and hums, and hums, until the space around her begins to dissolve, until the edges of the bed blur into the floor into the earth into the sky, and she is floating, not flying, not rising, just unhooked from gravity. And you are too. You don't have to make the sound. Your breath is enough. In dot, 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 a little deeper. Out, a little slower. Each exhale sending a signal to your nervous system. We are safe. We are home. We can rest. Ahmira's eyes do not flutter. They do not twitch. They are still, like her breath, because her body remembers this state. It remembers how to surrender, not collapse, but release. She no longer tries to release thoughts. She simply lets them rise, float, fade. And yours will too. Let them go. Let them turn to feathers. Let them rise into the ceiling and vanish into the dark. What's left is breath. What's left is body. What's left is enough. Tonight, the stars seem farther away, not because they are distant, but because you are turning inward, into the black space behind your eyes, into the velvet curtain that hangs between this moment and dreams. You are almost through it. You are almost gone. But before you go, Ahmira leaves you with one last part of the ritual. A phrase. Not an instruction. Not a mantra. Just a soft thought, spoken with no voice. She says it each night to herself, and now you can say it too. I am finished for today. Not forever, not as a goodbye, just for today. The world will wait. The questions will wait. Even your healing will wait. Tonight, Your only job is to dissolve, like sugar in tea, like mist in air, and when you do, when even your name begins to float away, that's when the deepest kind of rest begins. You are not drifting anymore. You have drifted. There is no story to finish, no thought to end. Only this breath, and the next, and the next, until even breathing is forgotten, and only peace remains. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. Tonight, the air feels like velvet, thick, gentle, almost warm enough to feel like a whisper across the skin. It has no sharp edges, no instructions, just an invitation to settle. And Amira has felt it. She doesn't speak of it, but she notices when the world changes like this. The animals grow quieter. The leaves barely stir. Even the light, though from the same moon, feels softer on her skin. She lies down early tonight. Her body asks for rest, and she listens. She always listens. That's what the trick is really made of, after all. Not herbs, not oils, not even breath, but listening. Listening to what the body is asking for, and giving it, without delay, without explanation, without guilt. So she lies down on her mat before the sky has gone fully dark. The stars blink open slowly above her. She does not count them. She does not wish upon them. She just notices and lets them keep her company. The bowl beside her is empty tonight, because not every night needs a symbol. Some nights, your body is the ritual. And Amira feels it now, her spine settling into the mat, her chest rising and falling like the tide, her thoughts melting before they even take shape. This is the part of sleep no one can teach. It comes when we stop seeking, when we stop doing, when we stop correcting. She pulls a thin cloth over her legs, not because she's cold, but because something in her says, "Cover now." And so she does. Let that be your invitation too. If something inside you says, "Tuck your pillow here," or "Pull the blanket just so," or "Stretch that one leg out a little more," do it. Your body has wisdom your thoughts forgot. Let it guide you home. Back to the breath now. Software gentle, unmeasured, in ... as if nothing needs to be achieved. Out, as if nothing ever needed to be held. Again, in ... out. No need to count. No need to deepen. Just be breathed. You are not the doer now. You are the space in which peace is happening. Amira turns to her side. She always falls asleep on her left. She says it's the side her dreams prefer. So she folds her hands beneath her cheek. She lets one knee bend just slightly, and she exhales. Not like a sigh, but like a letting go. Let yours happen now. Don't push it. Just stop holding. The bed will carry you. The room will soften around you, and the air will begin to hum, quietly, invisibly, with safety. That's what the old trick does best. It tells your cells, your muscles, your nerves, you're allowed to rest, allowed to stop fixing, allowed to fall apart and come back together later. Not everything has to be solved tonight. Some things only need to be set down, like shoes at the door, like heavy baskets, like names. Amira doesn't remember what she was worried about this morning. She doesn't need to. Worry belongs to sunlight. Tonight belongs to softness and stillness and sleep. Let your breath move even slower now. If it feels like it's disappearing, that's all right. That's exactly where the story wants to take you, to the edge of sensation, where thought dissolves, and the only thing left is presence, not the loud kind, the quiet kind, the kind that holds you when even your dreams fall away. You are safe, not because the world is perfect, but because this moment has given you permission to pause, to drift, to not be anyone but stillness itself. Let your body grow heavier now, like the mat beneath a mirror. Let your thoughts grow softer, like the moonlight across her cheek. Let your spirit grow quiet, like her dreams, waiting just outside the edge of sleep. You are already there. The rest is just floating. And you know how to float. You've done it before. You're doing it now. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The world is quieter tonight than it was yesterday. Not because the wind has stopped, or the birds have hushed, or the trees no longer move, but because you have. You've softened, you've surrendered, and in doing so, the world responds. It folds itself around you gently, like linen wrapped around the shoulders of a child just come inside. Amira has not lit her lamp tonight. She doesn't need the flame. She doesn't need to see. She already knows the shape of the room. She already knows the path to her mat. She already knows how to sleep. So she lets the dark remain. This kind of darkness isn't empty. It's full of memory, full of warmth, full of the breath that held you from the beginning. And Amira breathes it in, as should you. Breathe now, with no intention. Breathe as if your breath were not yours, but something borrowed, given to you by the river, by the reeds, by the stars. Let it move like smoke across stone. Let it drift in through your nose and out through your lips, like the end of a lullaby. Again, in, without reaching, out without regret. This is the breath of return, of coming back, to yourself, to the ground, to the still space between thoughts. Amira lowers herself to the mat. She doesn't sigh, but she releases something. A tension from the shoulders, a memory from the chest, a worry that never belonged to her in the first place. She lays on her back tonight, hands resting softly on her belly, and she listens. Not for words, not for sounds, but for rhythm. The quiet, slow drum of the body, just being. You can hear it too, not with your ears, but with your skin, with the backs of your eyes, with the part of you that always knew how to rest. You were born knowing this. You didn't learn how to sleep. You remembered. And tonight, you are remembering again. Each breath a thread, each heartbeat a drop, each blink of your heavy lids a doorway deeper into the story that asks nothing. Let your arms grow heavier now. Let them fall a little deeper into the bed. Let the fabric near your skin become warmer. Let your toes soften. You're not falling asleep. You're falling back into yourself. And that is the trick. Amira's mother once told her, "There is a room inside you, quieter than any temple. When you enter it, the gods stop speaking because they have nothing left to say." This is that room. Right now. The space you are sinking into is not outside of you. It's inside. And it has always been waiting. The floor beneath Amira doesn't creak. The mat doesn't rustle. Even her breath now sounds like wind on stone. Barely there, but ancient. You may not hear yours either soon. That's how you know it's working. When breath becomes invisible, when thought becomes soft, when your skin forgets it's touching anything at all. That's the doorway, and you're standing in it. Or rather, lying in it, drifting toward it. You don't have to step through. Sleep will come and carry you across the threshold. You only need to stay open. Not try. Not listen. Just be. This is not a story that needs to be remembered. It doesn't have a hero, or a villain, or a lesson. It is a river, and you are floating. Let go now of the idea that you should still be thinking. Let go of the idea that you should still be alert. Let your thoughts drift, like seeds on the air, like prayers you forgot you whispered. They'll land where they're meant to, or not. It doesn't matter. All that matters now is this breath, and the next, and the slow, quiet melting of your body into the bed. You are not a thinker anymore. You are not even a sleeper yet. You are simply free. Free from words. Free from needing to explain. Free from the sharpness of the day. You don't need permission for this. You don't need achievement. You only need this moment. And it is here. And it is yours. Amira turns now in her sleep. Not with effort. Just with the natural rhythm of one body giving itself to the night. Her dreams don't rise like fireworks. They hum like honey. They move slowly, curl inward, and dissolve before morning. You may be in one of them now, or she may be in yours. But either way, the boundary between waking and sleep is gone. That line is a myth, a trick of the mind. All there is now is softness, the breath, the space between the words, the warmth of the bed beneath you, the gentle weight of your limbs, and the quiet knowing that nothing more is needed. Sleep is not a destination. It's a return, and you are already home. Let yourself rest. Let yourself disappear. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The night deepens without sound, not because there's nothing to hear, but because you're no longer reaching for sound. You've entered the part of the evening that belongs only to stillness, to hush, to breathe that no longer remembers beginning or end. Amira knows this hour. She doesn't mark it with a candle. She doesn't count it with the stars. She feels it arrive, like a shawl laid gently across her shoulders. It's the time when even the wind gives up on moving the leaves, when even the water decides to rest, when even the moon, high and silver, no longer watches the world but closes one ancient eye. Amira lies curled into herself now, not in defense, not in fear, but the way a flower folds at night, because even blooming needs a pause. Her hands rest beneath her chin, and her thoughts have grown soft as cotton. The day has no more hooks in her. The body has no more demands. She is drifting, not into dreams, but into the space beneath dreams. The womb of night, the invisible field that holds everything and asks for nothing. You're here too now, not quite asleep, not quite awake, but something in between. Let yourself stay here. You don't need to fall deeper unless your body decides to. Let your breath become shallower. Let it wander off on its own. Let your eyelids stay closed even if light flickers behind them. That's all part of the process. You are not broken. You are becoming. Becoming lighter. Becoming more space than shape. More breath than thought. More warmth than form. Amira's breath now is so quiet, the night has leaned in to listen. But there's nothing left to hear, because what matters can't be heard. It can only be felt, and what's being felt is this: stillness, safety, permission. Permission to stop holding the world together. Permission to be the world that gets held. Let your shoulders drop now. Let your jaw unclench. Let your spine sink deeper into the earth beneath you. You've never been separate from the ground, even in your stress, even in your questions, even in your searching. The ground has been here, waiting, ready to carry you. Let it carry you now. Let the story melt into silence. Let my voice become just another breeze. Let your name become less important than your rest. Amira is gone now. Not in a sad way. Not in a final way. She's just resting. Like the sun behind the clouds. Like the tide beneath the sand. You are too. You may still hear me. You may still notice your breath. But already, part of you is asleep. The part that doesn't worry. The part that doesn't try. The part that never forgot how to drift. Let that part lead the way. The rest will follow. You don't need to guide it. You don't need to know how. Just be still. Just float. Just allow. This trick, this 3,000-year-old trick, is not a spell. It's not a secret. It's simply a return to what the body already knows. Stillness, warmth, release. Sleep is not the goal. It is the natural result of letting go. You've let go. And now sleep is coming. In dot, dot, dot. Out. In. Dot, dot, dot. Out. A little slower each time. A little softer. You are not far now. You are already floating in the middle of sleep's wide river. Let yourself be carried. Nothing needs your attention. Nothing needs your correction. Not even you. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The air is thicker tonight, but not in a heavy way. It feels like warm mist, something that touches the skin without weight, something that knows you've come here not to do, but to be. Even the trees outside Amira's window have fallen into hush. Their leaves hang still, their branches unmoved, as if they too are leaning in to listen to the breath of someone who has nothing left to carry. Amira does not light incense tonight. She doesn't whisper a prayer. She doesn't even touch the bowl. Because rest has already arrived. It met her at the door before she took off her sandals. It followed her from the well, watched her fold her shawl, waited at the edge of her mat like a loyal friend. And now, it moves with her breath. That's all it takes. That's all it's ever taken. The rest of the ritual is for remembering. But sleep? Sleep is as close as the next breath. Let it come now. In dot, 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 slowly, without needing to know why. Out, like a soft door closing behind you. Again, in dot, 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 as if filling your lungs with warm milk. Out, as if pouring it gently back into the world. Amira lies on her back tonight, her arms by her sides, her face calm and still. If you were to look at her, you might think she was already dreaming. But no, she's in the space before dreams, that sacred waiting room, that velvet quiet. And she's not in a hurry. Neither are you. Because this isn't about getting anywhere. This is about letting go of the idea that you ever needed to move at all. You are not running tonight. You are not catching up. You are not improving anything. You are resting completely, and the earth knows it. The bed beneath you does not rush. The air around you does not demand. They only offer space, softness, sanctuary. Let your legs grow heavier now. Let them fall a little deeper into the mattress. Let your toes forget they exist. Let your belly soften. Let your ribs spread like slow wings. Let your eyelids lower, not because you forced them, but because the world beyond them no longer needs your attention. Amira smiles, not a big smile, just the soft curve of lips that have said everything they needed to say. She doesn't think of the day. She doesn't gather her memories. She just lets them float behind her, like petals drifting downstream. That's your permission now, too. To not review, to not prepare, to simply release. If there is something pulling at you, a thought, a regret, a plan, a worry, let it become a feather in your palm. And now, blow it away. Not hard, just enough. Just far enough that you don't have to hold it anymore. That's the trick. Not pushing thoughts out, but letting them fall. And when they do, something else rises in their place. Stillness, and it fills you now, through your fingers, through your chest, through the soles of your feet. It doesn't come all at once. It doesn't knock. It arrives like fog over water, and it stays. Amira's breath is so slow now, you might think it has stopped. But no, it's only gone quiet, like the stars, like the moon, like the water resting in the bowl beside her. Still, present, enough. So let your breath do the same. Don't chase it. Don't deepen it. Let it happen to you. Let your body breathe the way it always wanted to, without permission, without instruction, without guilt. You don't owe anyone anything tonight. Not effort, not energy, not even understanding. Only this breath, and the one after it, and the one after that, until even breathing forgets it's supposed to keep count. You are not failing to sleep. You are simply slowing down, so much that even your thoughts forget to arrive. Even your memories forget to knock, and all that's left is sensation, the softness of your pillow, the weight of the blanket, the safety of this voice, here only to hold space while the rest of you drifts. Amira's dreams begin. Not fast, not sharp. They arrive like smoke curling under a door. She doesn't follow them. They come to her, one by one, little images, little feelings, like bits of sky gathered in the folds of her mind. You might feel yours coming now too. Let them come. You don't need to make sense of them. Let the logic melt. let the story dissolve. Let the world inside your mind become its own sky. There are no rules here, no edges, only comfort, only hush, only sleep. You are gone now, in the best way. The way a tide recedes without noise, the way light fades without warning, the way leaves fall and do not ask where the ground is. And I'm still here, still holding the edges of this story, even as you fall out of it. You don't need to hear the end. There is no end, only rest, only this. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The air is thicker tonight, but not in a heavy way. It feels like warm mist, something that touches the skin without weight, something that knows you've come here not to do, but to be. Even the trees outside Amira's window have fallen into hush. Their leaves hang still, their branches unmoved, as if they too are leaning in to listen to the breath of someone who has nothing left to carry. Amira does not light incense tonight. She doesn't whisper a prayer. She doesn't even touch the bowl, because rest has already arrived. It met her at the door before she took off her sandals. It followed her from the well, watched her fold her shawl, waited at the edge of her mat like a loyal friend. And now it moves with her breath. That's all it takes. That's all it's ever taken. The rest of the ritual is for remembering. But sleep? Sleep is as close as the next breath. Let it come now. In dot, 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 slowly, without needing to know why. Out, like a soft door closing behind you. Again, in dot, 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 as if filling your lungs with warm milk. Out, as if pouring it gently back into the world. Amira lies on her back tonight, her arms by her sides, her face calm and still. If you were to look at her, you might think she was already dreaming. But no, she's in the space before dreams, that sacred waiting room, that velvet quiet. And she's not in a hurry. Neither are you. Because this isn't about getting anywhere. This is about letting go of the idea that you ever needed to move at all. You are not running tonight. You are not catching up. You are not improving anything. You are resting. Completely. And the earth knows it. The bed beneath you does not rush. The air around you does not demand. They only offer space, softness, sanctuary. Let your legs grow heavier now. Let them fall a little deeper into the mattress. Let your toes forget they exist. Let your belly soften. Let your ribs spread like slow wings. Let your eyelids lower. Not because you forced them, but because the world beyond them no longer needs your attention. Amira smiles. Not a big smile, just the soft curve of lips that have said everything they needed to say. She doesn't think of the day. She doesn't gather her memories. She just lets them float behind her, like petals drifting downstream. That's your permission now, too. to not review, to not prepare, to simply release. If there is something pulling at you, a thought, a regret, a plan, a worry, let it become a feather in your palm, and now blow it away. Not hard, just enough. Just far enough that you don't have to hold it anymore. That's the trick. Not pushing thoughts out, but letting them fall. And when they do, something else rises in their place. Stillness. And it fills you now, through your fingers, through your chest, through the soles of your feet. It doesn't come all at once. It doesn't knock. It arrives like fog over water. And it stays. Amira's breath is so slow now, you might think it has stopped. But no, it's only gone quiet. Like the stars, like the moon, like the water resting in the bowl beside her. Still, present, enough. So let your breath do the same. Don't chase it. Don't deepen it. Let it happen to you. Let your body breathe the way it always wanted to, without permission, without instruction, without guilt. You don't owe anyone anything tonight. Not effort, not energy, not even understanding. Only this breath, and the one after it, and the one after that. Until even breathing forgets it's supposed to keep count. You are not failing to sleep. You are simply slowing down. So much that even your thoughts forget to arrive. Even your memories forget to knock. And all that's left is sensation. The softness of your pillow. The weight of the blanket. The safety of this voice. Here, only to hold space while the rest of you drifts. Amira's dreams begin. Not fast. Not sharp. They arrive like smoke curling under a door. She doesn't follow them. They come to her. One by one. Little images, little feelings, like bits of sky gathered in the folds of her mind. You might feel yours coming now, too. Let them come. You don't need to make sense of them. Let the logic melt. Let the story dissolve. Let the world inside your mind become its own sky. There are no rules here, no edges. Only comfort, only hush, only sleep. You are gone now, in the best way. The way a tide recedes without noise. The way light fades without warning. The way leaves fall and do not ask where the ground is. And I'm still here, still holding the edges of this story, even as you fall out of it. You don't need to hear the end. There is no end, only rest. Only this, sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The world has gone dim in the kindest way. Not dark, just dim. Like candlelight seen through cloth. Like the sky right before rain falls gently, not to cleanse, but to calm. Amira hasn't moved for a while. She's not asleep yet, but she isn't awake either. She's in that sacred middle ground. the space where thoughts no longer have edges, where the body has stopped announcing itself, where the only sound left is breath, moving in and out like an old friend. She doesn't need a bowl tonight. Not every night calls for it. Some nights, the body is the bowl, wide, still, capable of holding softness without spilling. That's where she is now. That's where you are now. Let yourself feel it. The way the bed holds you like earth. The way the fabric near your neck becomes warmer with each breath. The way your arms, your legs, your eyelids all begin to disappear into the hush. It's not sleep that you're chasing. It's the stopping of chasing. And you're already doing it. In fact, you've stopped. The story will go on without you. That's the beauty of this kind of tale. It isn't meant to be finished. It's meant to carry you. Amira curls onto her side now, not because she thought to, but because the body chose. The hips shifted, the knees bent, the cheek found a new home against the mat, and in that small movement, the body said, "I trust the night." Let your body speak now without words. Let it say, "It's safe." Let it say, "I'm done." Let it say, "This moment is enough." You don't need to recite anything. You don't need to remember any part of this. Just breathe. In dot, 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 out. Like a tide you never have to manage. Like a breeze you don't have to control. Amira listens to the air, not to hear something, but to remember what it feels like, to hear nothing expected of her. That's a sound too, the sound of not being needed, of not being summoned, of not being asked to prove or explain or perform. It's the most restful sound of all, and it is here, now around you, inside you. You may feel it as warmth, or a tingling, or a kind of melting. That's the nervous system uncoiling. That's the breath deepening without trying. That's the ancient trick, the one that has been practiced for thousands of years, not in temples, but in silence, in stillness, in the act of doing nothing but being held. Amira lets out one long sigh. It isn't dramatic. It doesn't even change her shape. It's just a signal to the room, to the sky, to herself. I am safe now. Let sleep take me. Let that be your signal too. You don't have to do anything to fall asleep. You just have to fall. Fall into the warmth. Fall into the rhythm. Fall into the quiet that wraps around you like cloth. If you've been trying to stay with the story, you can stop now. You don't need to keep up. The story will keep whispering even after you stop hearing it. And when your dreams begin, they'll carry the softness of these words. Even if the words are gone, you're almost gone now too. Not in a bad way, but in the best way. The way mist disappears into morning. The way sound fades into silence. the way breath becomes something that just happens. Amira has crossed over now. Her face is smooth. Her body is still. And somewhere in the space between now and dawn, her spirit is wandering through a field of dreams that doesn't ask her to think, only to feel and rest and float. You are invited too. There's nothing more to say. Only this: you've done well. You've done enough. You are enough. Now, close the door behind your thoughts. Turn off the lamp of awareness and let sleep. Gentle, ancient, wordless sleep take you home. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. Some nights feel like an embrace. You don't see it. You don't hear it. But it's there, wrapping slowly around your ribs, settling behind your eyes, curving into the hollow between breath and stillness. Tonight is one of those nights. Amira has barely moved in over an hour. Not because she's asleep, but because she's found that soft state before sleep, where nothing hurts, nothing presses, and even her skin seems to grow quieter. She lays still on her side, wrapped loosely in her cotton cloth, the edge of it tucked beneath her chin like a memory she doesn't want to let go of. Her fingers rest against the mat. They aren't curled, they aren't stretched, just resting. Like everything else, you're here with her again. And, like always, there's nothing to do. Let that thought land softly in you. Nothing to do. Let it move through your mind like warm water. Let it melt through your chest. Let it settle in your bones. You have arrived at a moment that asks nothing of you. Not your attention. Not your energy. Not your thoughts. Just your breath. Let it come. In, not pulled or pushed, out, not directed or shaped, just breathe, like wind across sand, like moonlight across still water, like Amira's chest rising and falling, so slowly it barely disturbs the air. Her lips part slightly, not for speech, just for comfort. The body knows. It always knows how to rest when we stop interrupting it. Let yours remember now. Remember what it's like to be weightless, to let go of your hands, to release the tension hiding in your belly, to feel the back of your neck slowly soften into the pillow. No more holding, no more correcting. You are doing enough just by being here. Amira once said, "Sleep is not a surrender, it's a return." And she's right. You are returning now. To softness, to warmth, to the quiet home inside you. Even if you don't realize it. Even if your thoughts still flicker. You are already half dreaming. The story is no longer about words. It's about feeling. And the feeling is this: you are safe. You are enough. You can let go. Amira's mat is cool tonight. It holds her without gripping. supports her without asking, the way a mother holds a sleeping child, knowing she mustn't wake them, even with love. Let the bed beneath you do the same. Let it hold your legs, your back, your thoughts. Let them all grow heavier, then lighter, then gone. You are not behind. You're not late, not broken, not stuck. You are simply here, and here is enough. In, out. Even slower now. Let the breath spread out like ripples across your chest. Let it grow thin and wide and easy. Let your feet grow warmer. Let your hands forget their purpose. Let your mind drift, not away, but inward, toward the place where Amira has already gone. The place beneath memory, beneath dreams, beneath names, where there is only peace. You don't need to bring anything with you, not even this story. If you're already floating, let go of my voice. I'll keep whispering for you, but you don't need to hear every word. Not anymore. You're crossing the line now. The one between knowing and feeling. The one between waking and rest. It doesn't need a door. It doesn't need a key. Only permission, and you've given it. Amira shifts slightly. Her breath changes just a little. And you know, she's gone. Gone into sleep. Gone into the dreams that wait without knocking. Gone where you're going. You're already there. Or nearly. And that's enough. The story is still here. But you don't need it anymore. Only the feeling it leaves behind. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The air is barely moving tonight. It's the kind of stillness that doesn't feel empty, but full. Like the silence after a beautiful piece of music. Like the space between two people who understand each other without speaking. Amira lies on her back, her knees slightly bent, her arms soft and loose at her sides. And though her eyes are closed, you can feel her awareness still hovering somewhere nearby. Not sharp, not alert, just soft. She doesn't think of the day. She doesn't even feel the need to remember what she did, whether it was enough, whether it was perfect, whether anyone noticed, because the body doesn't care about any of that. The body knows only the moment, and right now, this moment is still. Amira's breath is shallow, not strained, just quiet, like the flicker of a small flame at rest, like the echo of a warm breath on glass. In, dot, 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 out. No control, no pattern, just softness. Let that be your invitation now. You don't need to keep listening. You don't need to follow. Let the words become fog. Let the fog become silence. Let the silence become sleep. You are already so close. Closer than your thoughts realize. Let your hands grow heavier now. Let them sink into the bed. Let your spine untangle. Let your jaw fall loose. Let your lips part ever so slightly. Just enough to remind your face that it's okay to stop trying. Because it is. It's okay to rest. It's okay to let go. You're doing that already. Amira shifts barely. Not a toss. Not a turn. Just a quiet signal from the hips that says, I trust the night. And the night answers, not in words, but in warmth. That soft, invisible feeling that moves across the skin and says, I'm here. I've got you. Sleep. She pulls a cloth across her belly. Not because she's cold, but because her body wanted it. And she listened. That's the trick. That's always been the trick. Listening, trusting, letting the body lead. Let yours speak now, too. If you feel like stretching, do. If you feel like curling, do. If you feel like adjusting your blanket or pillow or position, do. Not to fix, not to chase comfort, but to say, I hear you. And when the body feels heard, it relaxes. When the breath feels trusted, it softens. When the spirit feels held, it rests. You're not far now. Let the breath drift from deep to shallow. Let it slow, then slower. Let it vanish until it becomes a rhythm so quiet even you can't feel it. That's not a problem. That's peace. Amira's dreams begin like dew. Not like stories, not like symbols, just little warmths, little flashes of sky, little glows behind her closed eyes. You don't need to see yours. You don't need to guide them. Let them rise. Let them hold you. You're already dreaming, even if you think you're still listening. You're not. Not really, and that's the point. Let the story go. Let my voice fade. Let the space between the words widen, until the words are gone and only breath remains. You've gone deeper now. Your body is heavier, your thoughts quieter, the room softer. That's what happens when we let the old ways lead. The 3,000-year-old trick isn't magic. It's remembering that you are human, that you are spirit, that you are body, and that all of those parts deserve to rest. Let the edges blur now. Let the story dissolve. Let the bed become the only world you know. There is no tomorrow here, no yesterday, only now, and now is enough. Amira's hand slips from her belly to the mat. Her face slackens. Her dreams deepen. And somewhere, the world exhales on her behalf. You don't need to do anything else. You've already let go. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. There are some nights when the stars feel close enough to touch. Not bright. Not loud. Just quietly present. Like old friends sitting beside you in a room lit only by comfort. Amira feels them tonight, She doesn't open her eyes to look. She doesn't name their shapes. She simply feels their presence the way you feel a warm blanket placed over you while you're half asleep. No need to thank. No need to reach. Just receive. She is lying flat on her mat, her body long, arms by her sides, palms open, not in surrender, but in trust. That's the difference. Surrender says, I give up. Trust says, I know I'm held. Let your palms open too now, even if only slightly. Let your chest lift just enough to make space for air. Let your breath rise and fall, like water lapping at a still shore. You are not falling asleep. You are falling inward, back to the place where dreams are born without effort, where stillness grows like flowers in shadow. Ahmira is not afraid of this quiet. She belongs to it, and so do you. Let that truth land without needing to understand it. You belong to the quiet, not as a visitor, not as a stranger, but as something that was always part of it, and just forgot. Her feet rest beside one another, loosely touching. Her toes twitch once, then go still. Her jaw unclenches. Her tongue rests heavy behind her teeth. Her thoughts scatter like dandelion seeds in a breeze, and she does not try to gather them. That's important. She lets them go, and you should too. Whatever thought is still wandering inside your mind, whatever unfinished sentence, unsent message, unanswered worry, let it go now. Not with force, just let it walk away. Sleep is a place where nothing chases you. Let that be true tonight. Let your knees relax. Let your elbows fall heavy. Let your spine forget it's holding anything. There's nothing left to hold. Even your name can wait until morning. Right now, you are not a name. You are not a role. You are not a thought. You are breath. You are warmth. You are the sound the air makes when it knows you're listening. Amira's mother used to hum before bed. Not songs, just sounds. Low, round, ancient vibrations that meant the day is done. The body can rest. Ahmira doesn't hum aloud, but her breath does it for her. Each inhale, a note. Each exhale, a hum. Each heartbeat, a rhythm. Let your breath hum too, even if silently. Let your heart follow it. Let your belly rise just a little with each inhale. Let your ribs melt open like petals, then fold gently again as the breath leaves. This rhythm is older than you, older than words, older than stories, older than worry, and it is carrying you now. If your mind still tries to come back, to ask something to understand, to grip, tell it this: we are done for today. Everything that needed doing is already behind us. Now is for floating. That's all that remains. You don't even have to remember what came before this. You don't have to remember how chapter 12 ended. You don't need to hear how this chapter ends either, because your breath is already past the threshold. Your chest already steady. Your eyelids already heavy. Your awareness already dissolving like mist in golden light. Amira turns now, just slightly. She bends her legs, one over the other. She pulls her cloth a little higher. She shifts her cheek against the mat. And without a word, without even a full breath, her spirit steps deeper into that place where dreams are not things you see, but things you become. You are becoming one now, too, one breath at a time. There's no hurry, no destination, only this moment, and this one, and this one. Each softer than the last, each a little more forgotten. That's what sleep really is, not a disappearance, but a remembering that you were always meant to rest. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. Some stories don't begin at the beginning. They begin in the middle of silence, the kind of silence that has been here long before you noticed it. A silence so gentle, so slow, that even your breath begins to mirror it. Amira is already far beneath the surface tonight, not lost, just returned. Returned to the body. Returned to the rhythm, to the warmth, to the still place inside her where the world has no name and no urgency. She doesn't dream in color tonight. She dreams in texture, in temperature, in motionless motion. A cool wind that never arrives, a warm light that never glows. A soft weight pressing just enough to remind her she's real. You may feel it now, too. That subtle pressure. Not on your shoulders, not on your chest, but around you. The embrace of the night itself. Let it hold you. You don't have to meet it halfway. Just sink. There is nothing beneath you that wants anything other than your weight, and nothing around you that wants anything other than your permission. Let yourself give it. Your arms may feel heavier now, or maybe they feel like they've disappeared. Both are okay. Your eyes may flutter. Let them. Your thoughts may drift. That is their job. Let them go where they will. There's no leash on the mind here. It wanders, and then returns. Or not. That's the trick. Let go of keeping track. Let go of being present. You are already here. You don't need to try to be in the moment when the moment has already wrapped itself around you. Amira's breath is slow now. So slow, you might think it stopped, but it hasn't. It's just entered that sacred rhythm. The one we all return to eventually, when the body says, it's safe. You can leave this to me now. And she has. She's no longer aware of the mat beneath her, the cloth against her skin, the breeze whispering against the wall. all she knows is rest. You're nearly there too. Let the world shrink a little, not in fear, but in comfort. Let your room become smaller. Let your bed become the whole of your world. Let the edges blur. Let the corners soften. Let the boundaries between your thoughts grow thin like morning fog. This isn't forgetting. This is remembering a version of yourself that exists only in rest. And that version is already waking up inside your sleep. You don't have to follow my words. Let them become something else. Let them become a breeze, or water dripping from a distant pipe, or the steady flap of laundry in warm night wind. You don't need to make sense of anything anymore. You don't need sense. You need space, and softness, and something slow enough to mirror your breath. Let the blanket feel heavier now. Let the air around your neck become warmer. Let your belly rise so gently that even you forget it's moving. If thoughts come, let them walk past. They are not your job tonight. Amira has turned again, now on her other side. She moves the way trees move in a dream. Slow, unhurried, inevitable. She doesn't open her eyes. She doesn't wonder about the hour. She knows the night still holds her. You can know it too. Not in your mind, but in your breath, in your ribs, in your chest, in that soft, deep place just below your heart that pulses without being asked to. This is where sleep begins. This is where you are right now. Your fingers have grown heavy. Your legs long and forgotten. Your face loose and unreadable. Even your name has faded at the edges. That's okay. You're not you right now. You're something older, and softer, and quieter. You're what breath becomes when it gives up its shape. You're what night becomes when no one is watching. And soon you'll be what dream becomes. Not a picture, not a story, just peace, floating, spreading, becoming. Amira's chest rises one more time, then sinks. And in that sinking, she is gone. Gone into the place where no one asks for anything, where no one waits, where no one hurries, where no one watches the clock. That place is here for you too, and you're already standing at its edge. One more breath, then another, then none. Not because you've stopped breathing, but because your breath has become so quiet, so slow, so sacred, that even you don't notice it anymore. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The night has changed again. Not loudly, just the way a room feels different after someone lights a single candle in the corner. Nothing moves, but everything softens. Amira is already deep inside it, not dreaming yet, just waiting there, beneath the surface of sleep, where the body begins to hum and the mind begins to loosen. That place just below thinking, just beyond time. She's lying on her stomach now, one arm folded beneath her cheek, the other draped across her pillow like it forgot it ever had a job. The air around her is warm, still, wrapped in itself, like it has nowhere else to be, and neither does she. Let your breath slow again now. There's nothing left to do today, nothing to carry, nothing to change. If you feel a whisper of resistance, like your mind is still scanning, still remembering, still holding, let it drift, let it pass. Tell it gently, it's okay, you can sleep now. I've got you. Because you do. You've been carrying so much, and now you don't have to. The weight of expectation, the ache of memory, the tension of trying. It's all melting now, like sugar in tea, like dusk into night, like Amira's breath into the rhythm of the earth. She hears nothing, not because there is no sound, but because she's no longer tuned to it. She has turned inward, and not in fear, in rest. That's where you are too, whether you know it or not. Your feet are heavier now, your hands gone, your chest barely rising. And the story is still here, but it no longer needs your ears. It will keep going, softly, faithfully, like water running beneath the floorboards of your sleep. Amira's toes curl once, then uncurl. Her shoulders fall lower, her lips part without breath, and her body lets go. That's all it takes. Not effort, not concentration, just letting go. You are letting go now too. Not all at once, but in layers. One breath, one thought, one tiny release at a time. Your spine is no longer standing guard. Your jaw has resigned. Even your eyebrows, yes, even those, have loosened their grip. You've entered the space before dreams, the sacred waiting room of rest. You don't have to knock. You're already inside. No credentials needed. No passwords. Just presence. Even if that presence is dim. Even if it's flickering. That's enough. Amira sees nothing behind her closed eyes. Not pictures. Not symbols. Just the warm dark. And the warm dark is not empty. It's full of memory, full of breath, full of the kind of comfort that doesn't ask for attention. Let it wash over you now. Whatever shape your body has taken, accept it. Whatever temperature you feel, allow it. Whatever breath rhythm you've landed in, let it be. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not missing anything. You are already in the middle of the very thing you thought you were looking for. Sleep, or the edge of it, or the dream just before it, or the breath just beneath it. And even if your thoughts try to return, it's okay. They don't last long here. This place only holds quiet, and you are part of it now. Amira's dreams begin with water. Not a flood, not a sea, just ripples, just warmth. A memory of rain on clay, the feel of coolness on warm toes, the sound of a stream whispering lullabies to sleeping stones. You may not see water in your dreams, but the feeling will find you. The drift, the sway, the hush of something ancient moving through you. That's the trick, this old trick. It isn't about control, it's about remembering how to float. And you are floating now. The words are still here, but you don't need to hold them. The story continues, but you don't need to follow it. It's like a boat gliding across a mirror-smooth river, and you are beneath it, watching the shadows, feeling the weight, drifting without name or direction. There is no end to this, only rest, only hush, only the deepest, oldest peace, the kind that remembers you, the kind that doesn't ask anything of you. Let it have you. Let it hold you. Let sleep claim you. Gently, fully, slowly. You are not disappearing. You are dissolving into warmth. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The quiet has taken root. Not like a sudden hush. Not like silence after sound. But like moss growing on a shaded stone. Slowly, steadily, completely. Amira has forgotten her name. Not in fear. Not in confusion. In peace. She lies still. Her breath is faint now, as though the air comes to her rather than the other way around. And maybe it does. Maybe the night is breathing for her now. You can allow the same. You don't have to do breath. Just let it arrive. Let it fall away. Let it return again. Like waves, like time, like comfort. Tonight is warm, not hot, just warm in the way a blanket remembers your shape. Amira's cloth has fallen loose, but she doesn't reach for it. The air is enough. The dark is enough. The stillness is more than enough. And you're enough too. Even now. Even if you feel restless. Even if your thoughts resist. Even if part of you is still trying. You've already begun. Your fingers have stopped thinking. Your chest has grown quiet. Your toes, soft, forgotten. You are not failing to sleep. You are slowly remembering how to stop holding. Let your face melt now. Let your shoulders sink. Let your back stop standing guard. The body remembers the way. You don't need to lead it. Amira dreams of hands now. Not hers, not anyone's she knows. Just the idea of hands. shaping clay, lifting cloth, brushing sand from stone. They do not rush, they do not tremble, they do not stop. That's how your dreams will come too, not always as visions, but as feelings, the weight of water, the curve of moonlight, the sound of something you once heard in your grandmother's kitchen. Don't go searching. Don't name them. Let them visit you. Let them dissolve you. You don't need to be here fully, just enough to receive. Your body has already started the journey. Feel the back of your legs sink deeper. Feel the skin of your lips rest easy. Feel your spine stretch just enough to stop holding shape. You are not you anymore. You are no longer a name, a thought, a plan. You are breath. You are warmth. You are softness uncoiling in the dark. Amira shifts again. This time she doesn't move her body. She simply sighs. A long, slow, invisible thing. Her exhale makes no sound, but it carries a message. One your body hears too. I release. Not because something went wrong, not because she's overwhelmed, but because she has arrived at the hour of her rest. And she doesn't want to carry anything into it. You don't need to carry anything either. Not your tasks, not your history, not even this story. If you've already drifted, stay there. Let the story fade. Let my voice become air. Let your chest rise just once more and fall, and then forget it ever needed to rise at all. This is the secret, the one kept for 3,000 years. It's not a chant, not a potion, not even a ritual. It's this, the willingness to do nothing but be. You are doing that now. You're not missing anything. You are not behind. You are right on time for your return to rest. Amira has gone, fully now, and her dreams, they're not even dreams anymore. They're just being, floating, untethered, without form, without pressure, and soon yours will be too. Sleep well, sleep like an Egyptian. The moon has moved behind a cloud, but the light hasn't gone. It lingers, like memory, like scent, like breath against skin. Amira doesn't know the hour. She doesn't need to, because her body no longer marks time with numbers. It marks time by softness, by the rise of her ribs, by the silence between thoughts. She lies curled now, not tightly, but loosely, like a ribbon that has fallen into itself after the wind stops. One hand tucked under her cheek, the other resting open at her side. Her knees drawn just enough to remind her she's real. This is the moment before deep sleep. Not the beginning, not the peak, just the edge. Like standing at the top of a dune, watching the desert stretch out in soft, endless rhythm. Nothing asks for her attention. Not her body, not her mind. And so she lets go of everything, her shoulders, her thoughts, even the memory of why she ever needed to try so hard to fall asleep. Gone now. Gone like heat into dusk. You are nearly there too. Let your breath be the only thing that moves. Not forced, not counted, just allowed. Let it enter quietly. Let it leave quietly. Let it return when it chooses. And in the quiet between, notice how much peace lives there. Not because you created it, but because you stopped disturbing it. Amira sighs once, not in sadness, not in relief, just in being. You can do the same. Sigh softly if it comes. Let the jaw fall open slightly. Let the mouth stay unformed. Let the belly rise and fall, untouched. This is where the body goes when it finally believes it is safe. And it does. It believes it now. Because you stopped chasing. Because you stopped controlling. Because you listened. Sleep doesn't come when called. It comes when the calling stops. Let your hands fade from awareness. Let your toes stop existing. Let the back of your knees forget they were ever tense. Even the pillow beneath your head. Let it disappear. Let the idea of being held give way to simply being. There is no path here, no structure, no outcome. Only breath, only warmth, only now. Amira's breath grows shallow, but steady. She is not falling. She has already fallen. Not like a leaf, but like water into water. Like quiet into quiet. You can follow, or not. It doesn't matter. Because part of you already has. Maybe it was your heartbeat. Maybe your breath. Maybe just the stillness in your eyelids. But something inside you crossed over, and the rest of you is drifting gently behind. Let the edge of your thoughts blur. Let your name grow faint. Let the pressure of the day, so familiar, so stubborn, finally vanish. Sleep is not far. Sleep is not coming. Sleep is already here. It has placed its hand on your back. It has quieted your lungs. It has closed the gates of effort. And you are already on the other side. You do not need to hear the end of this chapter. In fact, you may already be gone. But if you're still here, let this moment stretch. Let this feeling lengthen. Let your body dissolve. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The world has hushed. Even the stars seem to whisper now. Not because they've grown dim, but because everything else has finally grown quiet enough to hear them. Amira doesn't open her eyes. She has no need for them tonight. The dark behind her eyelids is more familiar now than the walls of her home, more honest than any mirror, more peaceful than any candle-lit room. She is resting, not on the mat, but in herself. And you are doing the same, even if you didn't mean to. Even if your thoughts still tug at threads, they're loosening, one by one, softly, like threads from a tunic being pulled by a summer breeze. Let them go. You don't need every thread. You don't need to hold it all together. Tonight is not for structure. Tonight is not for fixing. Tonight is for floating. Let your breath drift out, longer than it came in. Let your exhale become the softest thing in the room. Let the space between breaths grow so wide that even time can't find you. Amira rolls just slightly onto her back. It's not a decision. It's not emotion. It's something else. Something like driftwood turning in a current. No resistance, no reason. Just rest. You don't need a reason either. You don't need to earn this sleep. You don't need to be exhausted. You don't need to be good. You only need to be here. And you are. Let the bed hold you like warm sand. Let your feet fall into it. Let your shoulders surrender to it. You are not floating above. You are being held within. Not just by the mattress, but by this moment, by this breath, by the old wisdom of your body. It has always known the way. It has always waited for permission. And now it has it. You gave it when you pressed play. You gave it when you sighed. You gave it when you stopped trying. Amira's lips part, not to speak, not to breathe, just because her face has nothing left to hold. Her body is unwrapping itself, layer by layer, muscle by muscle, memory by memory. You are unwrapping too. Let the tension behind your eyes dissolve. Let your fingers forget the shape of fists. Let the thought, I need to, finally leave. There's nothing you need to do, not even sleep. It will come, or it already has. Either way, there's nothing to push. Amira hears something in her sleep, not a noise, a presence, something warm brushing past her spirit, a wind that doesn't move the air, a softness that has no shape. She doesn't flinch. She welcomes it. Let your body welcome what's arriving now. That deep, heavy softness in your legs. That quiet loosening behind your knees. That slow descent of your shoulders. Let your mind feel less important. Let your breath feel less visible. Let your whole self become something like a candle's final glow. Flickering, soft, almost not there at all, but still beautiful, still held, still present, even if you drift, even if you disappear into the quiet. You are safe. This night is your home, and you are not alone in it. You have Amira. You have this breath. You have me. And more importantly, you have yourself. Let the story drop away now. Let the words become clouds. Let the clouds dissolve. Let your awareness shrink like a sigh disappearing into dusk. Amira has crossed over, fully, and her body is doing what yours is doing, sleeping, deeply, gently, anciently. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The night is so still now, it almost feels like it's holding its breath. Not from tension, but from awe. A stillness so perfect, even time steps lightly across it. Amira is wrapped in that stillness, but not by blankets, not by walls, not even by dreams. She's wrapped in surrender. That quiet, wordless kind that happens when the mind gives up trying, and the body remembers it belongs to the earth. She hasn't moved in a while, not because she's asleep, but because she's become sleep. Her breath doesn't rise, it floats. Her ribs don't lift, they sway. Her thoughts don't spin, they've melted like wax beside a flame. You are melting too. Let your breath soften again. Let it leave you like fog from a window. Let your eyelids grow so heavy they no longer know where waking ends and dreaming begins. The bed is still beneath you, but even that is starting to blur. You're not lying on something anymore. You're being cradled within something. The night, the air, the old, sweet rhythm that existed long before clocks, long before electricity, long before pressure. Let that rhythm take you. Don't guide it. Don't follow it. Just float. Amira sighs again. Not with effort. Not with meaning. Just the way a tree releases its last leaf. It's just time. Let your body do the same. Release what's ready to go. That small ache in your shoulders. That silent tension behind your knees. That little hum of thought still whispering that maybe you're not ready. You are. You are ready for rest. You have always been. And now, it's here. Amira's dreams are long now, not in story, but in feeling. She dreams of warm wind, of slow shadows crawling across sun-baked stone, of her mother's hands pressing flour into a wooden board. Not vivid, just soft, just real enough to touch, and gentle enough to forget. You don't need to remember your dreams tonight. You don't need to catch them like butterflies. They're here for your body, not your memory. They are here to hold you, not to be held. Let them come. Let them cover you like a mist. Let them drift through your ribs, your wrists, your legs. You may not notice when they arrive. You may not even notice this chapter ending. And that's okay. That's beautiful. It means you're already deep inside the story's arms. Already letting go of the need to listen. Already remembering how to disappear gently. Let your jaw go slack. Let your lips part. Let your breath fall long and shallow and unimportant. There is nothing more to do, nothing more to become. You are the story now. You are the hush. You are what the moonlight kisses as it moves across a still room. Amira's chest rises one last time in awareness, and with her final shallow breath, she joins the quiet fully. You are following her. You don't need to try. You don't even need to say goodbye to the day. It's already behind you. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The air has deepened again. It no longer brushes the skin. It wraps. It doesn't move through the room. It becomes the room. Amira is long gone now. Not in body, but in weight, in thought, in name. What lies on the mat is no longer carrying Amira. It is just a shape, a warmth, a hush. You are nearly the same. Let your arms become outlines. Let your fingers stop speaking. Let your breath stop reaching. There's no effort anymore, only being. Amira's dreams are softer than before. No edges, no characters. Just warmth flowing over warmth. Just light, dimmed through memory. Just motion, like breath moving beneath water. Let that happen to you too. Don't chase the images. Don't follow the sounds. Let sleep paint on your eyelids. Let it color outside the lines. Let it swirl and soften and drift. Your body is no longer waiting. It has arrived. Every inhale says I'm safe. Every exhale says I release. You are not listening to me anymore. And that's exactly right. Because this story isn't for your ears. It's for your nervous system. It's for your spine. It's for the part of you that holds everything together during the day. But tonight doesn't need to. Amira turns onto her side, not from discomfort, just instinct, like vines curling toward softness, like shadows finding corners. Her breath is a whisper of a whisper. The mat beneath her doesn't move. The cloth barely shifts. Even her dreams move slowly now, like a boat in fog, barely parting the air. You are that boat too, drifting, anchored in nothing, safe in everything. Let your thoughts trail off like candle smoke. Let your name drop into the space between your breaths. Let your body forget what it meant to be awake. Sleep doesn't wait at the end of effort. It's here, now, in the space between your shoulder blades, in the skin behind your ears, in the hollow of your belly, still and warm and calm. Let it fill you. Let it hold you. Let it know you. Amira's mouth opens slightly. Her lips do not speak. Her face does not shift, but her soul has sighed. And that is enough. That is everything. You may feel the same, a loosening in your chest, a hollowing of thought, a warmth you can't explain in your lower back or the base of your neck. That's rest arriving. It doesn't knock. It doesn't announce itself. It simply begins and continues. As long as you let it. Let your body disappear now. Let your thoughts lose shape. Let the story slide out from under your awareness. There's nothing else you need to do. Not now. Not for the rest of the night. You've already done the bravest thing. You've stopped. You've softened. You've let go. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The quiet has thickened like dusk settling over still water. Nothing moves. And yet everything softens. Amira has vanished so deeply into sleep, she is no longer part of the room. She is not in bed. She is not asleep. She is gone, the way stars fade behind sunrise. Not lost, but gently replaced by a softer light. Her body stays behind. Light. Slack. Completely surrendered to gravity, like fruit resting in the curve of a hand. Let yours do the same. Let your weight be honest now. Let your body tell the bed the truth. I am tired. I trust you. You can have me. Because the bed already said yes, and the night already opened its arms, and the air has already slowed for you. Even your breath now moves like tide water, not rushing, not returning, just rocking. Each inhale, a lifting curtain. Each exhale, a closing door. Let your breath grow long, longer, then softer, then small enough to forget. Amira dreams of scent now, the sweetness of dates, the earthy musk of old clay, the faint, distant smoke of sandalwood curling from a quiet altar. She does not name them. She does not follow them. They just pass through her, like wind through tall reeds. That's how sleep deepens. Not through trying, but through trust. Let your arms forget where they begin. Let your cheeks fall into stillness. Let the curve of your spine sigh into the night. There's nothing left to carry. Not the day. Not the roles. Not the thoughts that arrived long after you needed them. You are not here to finish anything. You are here to dissolve, not vanish. Just loosen, like thread pulled gently from cloth, like music fading before silence. You are that silence now. Even if part of your mind still listens, that's okay. It's not a wall, it's a window, and the rest of you is already on the other side. Amira doesn't hear the night. She feels it, the cool breath of the earth, the wide hush of the dark, the invisible heartbeat of the air. You can feel it too, in the tips of your fingers, in the folds of your knees, in the space just behind your closed eyes, where stories end and something warmer begins. That something is here now, You don't need a name for it. You don't need a shape. You don't need to understand how it works. Just let it cover you, like shadow, like kindness, like the final note of a lullaby you didn't know you were waiting for. Amira's breath pauses for a moment, not because something is wrong, but because everything is finally right. And when it returns, it is smaller than before. Smaller, softer, deeper. Let yours do the same. Let your body shrink into rest. Let your thoughts fall behind you like footprints in sand. You are not winding down. You are not getting there. You are already inside it. Inside the ritual. Inside the calm. Inside the old sacred quiet that has lived in your chest since long before you were born. It remembers you. And now, you remember it too. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The wind has stopped whispering outside the walls. Even the leaves have paused, as if they, too, are listening. But there is nothing left to hear. Only quiet. Only breath. Only the hum beneath silence that only deep night can sing. Amira does not stir. Her body has melted into the mat. Her thoughts are no longer spinning. They've vanished, like footprints in tide-washed sand. Even her heartbeat seems slower now. Not from fear, but from peace. From that deep, old rhythm that waits for no permission. Her hands rest palm up. Her face slack, without story. Her chest rises, then barely falls. And then even that begins to blur. You are beginning to blur too. Not in a frightening way. In the most gentle way imaginable. Like a cloud losing form. Like a drop of warm milk spreading through still water. Like your edges are softening into everything around you. Let it happen. You don't need to enter sleep. You are being invited, welcomed, carried. The breath you just took was one more step into surrender. Not surrender to something outside you, but to the truth inside you. You were made for rest. You were never built to stay alert forever. You were never meant to solve everything before sleeping. You are allowed to rest even when the world is unfinished. Amira's lips part slightly now. No words. No dreams, just the soft parting of breath meeting air. She has reached the stage where even the mind forgets it exists, where time folds into itself, where the body no longer holds shape, only stillness. You're nearing it, too. Let your feet drift away. Let your hands dissolve. Let your forehead smooth like river stone. You don't have to hold on to the story. You don't have to follow the thread. Let the thread drop. Let the story wrap around you like a linen robe in an ancient temple. You don't wear it. You rest beneath it. Amira is no longer dreaming. She is simply being elsewhere. She doesn't know where. She doesn't need to. because her body is safe, her heart is heard, her breath is steady, and her spirit has wandered off into the stars. You can follow her there, or stay here in the hush. Either is perfect. Both are sacred. Let your belly rise and fall without being watched. Let your jaw remain open just slightly. Let your mind stop checking the clock of thought. There is no next. There is only now. And now is quiet. Now is slow. Now is full of sleep that's already begun without you. You can catch up later, or not at all. Amira's spirit sways in that space beyond dreams. It does not remember what came before. It does not anticipate what comes next. It is not concerned with healing or progress or rest, because all those things are already happening. She's not trying to restore herself. She is restoration, and so are you. You are healing now, without lifting a finger, without solving a thing, without saying a word. This is the 3,000-year-old secret. Not a potion, not a posture, but a release, a trust, a letting go so deep it carries you all the way back to who you were before anyone ever asked you to be anything else. You are already there. If not all of you, then enough. Enough to sleep, enough to drift, enough to be carried into the place where even names are too loud to follow. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The quiet now is not just around you. It's inside you, inside your shoulders, inside your knees, inside the space between your ribs. Even your thoughts, those small glowing threads that once darted like fireflies, have grown dimmer now. Slower, more like stars than sparks. Amira's body has not moved in hours, not from stiffness, not from stillness, but from trust, a deep, sweet trust in the night itself. It's as if every cell in her has made a quiet agreement. We are safe. We are held. We do not need to do anything now except drift. And so they do. So she does. You can make that same agreement right now without saying a word. Just let go. Let go of the last effort, the last worry, the last whispered thought that says you should be doing more. You shouldn't. You've done enough. Let the breath you're taking now be the only thing that moves for a while. No need to deepen it. No need to watch it. Just let it pass like a soft ripple across still water. Amira dreams now of water. She's not in it. She's not watching it. She is it. A wide, endless expanse of warm, gently shifting sea, with no horizon, no shore, only movement, only warmth, only sleep. Let that same dream find you. Let your chest swell like tide. Let your back sink like a stone wrapped in silk. Let your fingers forget they were ever meant to hold. Sleep doesn't need your hands. It only needs your permission. And you've already given it. You gave it when you stopped listening so closely. You gave it when your thoughts began to fade. You gave it when your body stopped asking questions. And now it's here. Not coming. Not approaching. Here. Right now. Settled in your breath. Melted into your limbs. Wrapped in the silence behind your eyes. Amira stirs slightly. Not from waking, but from the rhythm of the body resetting itself in peace. She shifts a toe, then nothing. A quiet ripple in the deep well of her rest. Then stillness again. You might feel a ripple too. A tingle behind your knees. A gentle flutter in your fingertips. A small breath caught in your chest. That's okay. It's part of the descent, part of the return, part of the softening. Don't name it. Don't follow it. Let it pass. Let everything pass. Because this isn't about doing sleep. It's about being so still, so warm, so quiet, that sleep comes to you like a friend who knows the way home. Amira no longer notices her breath, or the mat, or the night. She is no longer inside her rest. Her rest is inside her. It fills every space, every curve, every soft, slow beat of her heart. Let it fill you too. Let it flood gently into the corners of your mind. Let it settle into the hollow of your collarbones. Let it drape across your spirit like the linen of an ancient priestess in prayer. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are already gone, in the best way. Gone from thought, gone from tension, gone from need. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The darkness tonight feels old. Not the kind that hides things, the kind that remembers. It has no corners, no pressure, just a wide, endless hush. Amira is deep within it now. She doesn't hear it. She doesn't see it. She is it. Her chest moves, barely, the same way the tide moves long after the wind has stopped. Slow, rhythmic. Sure. Her hands are quiet, open, loose as fabric on an altar. And her dreams. They're not dreams at all anymore. They're warmth. They're peace. They're the slow turning of a soul in a space too calm for language. You are sinking into that same space now. The one beneath noise. The one behind effort. The one that knows how to hold you, even when your thoughts don't know how to stop. Let your shoulders fall heavier. Let your tongue rest behind your teeth. Let the skin of your forehead forget it was ever furrowed. The day has already left. Even if your thoughts haven't caught up, your body knows. Your spine has slowed. Your knees have stopped holding. Your ribs rise and fall like waves beneath sleeping birds. Amira sighs. a sound so faint it almost belongs to the night itself. And with that sigh, another piece of her lets go. You can do the same. Let something fall away now. Maybe a tension you hadn't noticed. Maybe a plan you've been carrying. Maybe the small, stubborn whisper that says, just a little longer before you rest. Let it drop. There's nothing else to reach for. This is the place you were heading, and you've arrived simply by stopping. Let the story fade. Let my voice blur. Let the bed beneath you become not a surface, but a feeling. Like floating. Like belonging. Like a memory too gentle to name. Amira no longer dreams in scenes. She dreams in sensation. The curl of wind under a canopy. The sound of water inside stone. The memory of being swaddled by something bigger than sleep. She is gone, but not lost. She is deeper than gone. She is found in the oldest part of herself. You are there too. Even if your mind says you're still awake, your breath knows better. Your body has already crossed over. You don't need to guide it. Just stay. Just float. Just feel the soft weight of your bones sinking like sand through still water. Nothing is asking anything of you. Not your past. Not your future. Not even this story. If you hear the words, let them wrap you. If you don't, let them pass by like clouds. Because even silence speaks here. Even breath is a lullaby. Sleep is not an achievement. It's a return to your softness, to your rhythm, to your truth. Amira will not wake until the light tells her gently, it's time. And even then, she will rise from a place so deep, she won't remember falling. You may not remember this chapter. That's how it should be. Because you're not here to listen. You're here to let go. So, go. Drift. Sink. Soften. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The quiet feels thicker now. Not heavy, not dark, just full. Like a deep lake at midnight. Still, silent, endlessly holding. Amira hasn't moved in so long. The night itself has forgotten where she ends and it begins. She is part of the room now, part of the breath, part of the soft echo of sleep that lives between dreams and waking. And you're not far behind. Let your body fall a little deeper. Let your next exhale feel like a soft unraveling. Let your skin forget the shape of pressure. There's no more trying. There's only floating, being, allowing. Amira's toes curl slightly beneath the linen, not from thought, not from tension, just from comfort. The kind of comfort that doesn't need to announce itself, that doesn't shine or shimmer or ask for thanks. It just is. Your comfort is here too. In the pillow cradling your cheek, in the coolness between your fingers, in the way your spine no longer feels the need to hold a posture. Let that melt continue. Let your mind stop looking ahead. Let it stop looking back. Let it stop. And in that pause, you'll find everything you were searching for when you began. Peace, quiet, sleep. Amira's breath is almost gone now. Not from absence, but from stillness. She breathes like moss grows, like candlelight flickers, like clouds drift. You can breathe that way too. Let each inhale arrive as if the air is choosing you. Let each exhale carry the weight of one more forgotten worry. The bed is your boat. The air is your guide. And your body, it's already floating. You're no longer falling asleep. You're not trying to sleep. You've become sleep. Your hands have forgotten how to hold. Your eyes have forgotten how to search. Even your name, if spoken now, might not stir you. And that is a gift. You are not lost. You are deeply, lovingly found by the oldest part of yourself. Amira dreams now of touch, not from others, from the world itself. The warmth of sun on her shoulder, the weight of water on her legs, the press of linen over her chest. Nothing speaks in these dreams. Nothing moves with urgency. Everything flows. Everything forgives. Everything holds. Let your own dream begin there. Let your mind drift toward a color, a texture, a moment that never asks to be understood, just felt, just welcomed, just rested in. You are not late. You are not early. You are timeless here. Right where sleep lives. Right where your breath first began. Long before you had words. Long before you had weight. Let the rest of you catch up to what your body already knows. Let go. Even more than that. Let this moment become the whole night. Let the night become breath. Let breath become nothing at all. And in that nothing, you will be deeply, beautifully kept. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. There is something sacred about the way the air holds Amira now. It doesn't press, it doesn't pull. It simply surrounds her, like it knows her shape, her silence, her softness. She no longer feels the linen beneath her, no longer notices the room, because the room has become part of her rest. The mat, the walls, the distant hum of night creatures. It's all faded into one great, gentle warmth. Not heat, not noise, just warmth. You're melting into it too. Even the edge of your breath is soft now. You may not realize how still you've become, but your body knows. Your fingers are no longer holding anything. Your spine is no longer trying to sit or stand or move. Even your heartbeat, steady and low, is keeping time with something older than thought. The rhythm of surrender. That's what this is. Not escape, not slumber, but full, trusting surrender. Amira doesn't dream of stories anymore. She dreams in feelings, the weight of her mother's lap from childhood, the quiet rustle of papyrus as her father wrote at night, the still, endless hush of standing in the shade of temple stone. None of it is vivid, and none of it needs to be. These are not dreams to be remembered. They are not messages. They are restoration itself. This is what your body is doing too. Your cells are shifting. Your breath is massaging your heart. The small storms from the day are being swept away, not by effort, but by rest. There's a kind of quiet that only appears when nothing is demanded. You're in that now. You don't need to reach it. You're already here. The quiet is thick like honey, slow like dusk, sweet like peace you didn't have to earn. Even the bed beneath you feels like it's exhaling now, as if it too has stopped holding up the world and is simply floating with you. Let your awareness drift lower in your body, below your thoughts, below your breath, below the hum of consciousness, into your belly, into your hips, into your thighs, heavy and warm, and wrapped in the quiet of this moment. There is nothing broken, nothing wrong, nothing waiting to be solved. Amira's lips part just a little, as if a prayer has left them, not in words, just in breath. Just a small, holy release of yes to the stillness. You can do that too. You already are. Each breath you're taking says yes to letting go. Let it go even more now. The worries, the expectations, the sense that you must stay alert to rest deeply. It's okay to drift. It's okay to forget where you are. It's okay to lose the thread of the story. Because in this sanctuary, forgetting is healing. Drifting is progress. Silence is the language of sleep. Amira's chest barely moves now. Only the faintest lift, like the ripple left when a feather lands on still water. She's forgotten her name, forgotten her home, forgotten the day. All that's left is a single thread of light running through her body, from crown to toes, pulsing quietly with the pulse of the earth. You are made of the same light. It has always been there, under the thoughts, under the noise, under everything you thought you had to be. And now it's rising again, in stillness, in quiet, in peace. Your breath deepens without trying. Your shoulders drop even more, and your body begins to forget its boundaries. You are not touching the bed. You are being held by the bed. You are inside rest, not lying near it. Amira's dream shifts again. Now it's not touch, not sound, but color. The warm gold of candlelight behind closed eyes. The soft green of Nile reeds. The gentle gray-blue of early dawn just before the ibis cries. None of it matters, but all of it soothes. the same way your body is now remembering what it means to be fully relaxed. No performance, no checklist, no goal. Just a long, slow exhale into a place where nothing asks for more. Let that place open in you now. Feel how your legs grow heavier, your breath quieter, your awareness softer and slower and sweeter than it's been all day. You're not running toward rest. You've stopped, and rest is catching up. Let it catch you. Let it wrap you. Let it rock you back into the version of yourself who needs nothing, wants nothing, tries nothing. Because that version, that's the real you. Amira is asleep. Not just physically, spiritually, energetically, entirely. And sleep is not something that's happened to her. It's something she's become. You are next. You are already there. This moment, this breath, this hush, this is the entrance to something ancient, sacred, and profoundly still. Stay here, or drift further. The night will keep you. The quiet will carry you. Sleep will hold your name in her hands and whisper it into eternity. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The light has gone completely now. Not the kind of darkness that hides. The kind that comforts. Like velvet. Like womb. Like the soft shadow of a canopy woven by ancestors. Ahmira floats in it. Not through motion. Through stillness. There is no wind, no dream, no story, just rest. Pure, undisturbed rest. The kind your cells understand more than your mind. The kind your bones whisper about when you finally lie down and let them be heavy. Let your bones speak now. Let your skin soften. Let your thoughts blur until they're no longer thoughts at all, but traces of warmth fading into quiet. Even your breath, so slow now, so shallow, feels more like light than air. Your body no longer holds the tension of effort. It holds only the memory of peace. The story is ending, but not with a bang, not with a conclusion. It ends the way all sacred things end, with a whisper, with a closing breath, with the silence that follows a blessing. You are that blessing. You, lying still, half asleep, half dreaming, half gone. You are the answer to every tired question your body asked today. Because you said yes. Yes to stopping. Yes to softness. Yes to being carried into the oldest ritual in human history. Sleep. You're not alone in this moment. Others are sleeping with you. Across centuries, across rivers, across stars. The ancient ones. The ones who painted the temples. The ones who danced barefoot in moonlight. The ones who rested without guilt. They are with you. They are proud of you. They are rocking you now in the invisible arms of a silence that never ends. You are not going to sleep. You are returning. Returning to the softness you were born with, to the rhythm that kept you safe before you could speak, to the hush that lives beneath all sound. Let it hold you. Let it close the space between this sentence and the next. Let the next breath be the last you need to notice. Let the one after that come on its own and fade without fanfare. Because sleep is not the end of the day. It is the beginning of your healing. And healing needs no witness. Only stillness. Only warmth. Only now. Amira is gone now. Truly gone. Not in danger. Not in absence, but in fullness. She is the breath, the quiet, the curve of the mat beneath her, the flicker of starlight outside the closed shutter. And so are you. The line between your body and the world has dissolved. You are no longer in your bed. You are part of your bed, part of this quiet, part of the sacred night. So sleep now. Let the world turn without you. Let time carry on. You are not part of that anymore. You are part of rest, the deepest kind. The kind that waits for no one and welcomes everyone. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. The night does not speak anymore. It hums. A low, constant hum that lives not in the air, but in the bones of the earth. It's the sound of still water. The sound of closed eyes, the sound of the breath that lingers between worlds. Amira floats in it. She no longer dreams in shapes or colors or words. She dreams in feelings, a warmth on her back, a whisper in her chest, the weightless hush of knowing, truly knowing she is held. She has not stirred in hours, and she will not, because her body is no longer a separate thing. It is part of the silence now. Like sand is part of the dune. Like shadow is part of the moonlight. And you are not far behind. In fact, you've already begun. Your breath, slow and wide, says more than your mind ever could. It says, I've stopped trying. It says, I've returned. It says, I am ready to be nothing but still. Let your body answer back. Not in motion, but in release. Unclench your fingers. Soften your knees. Let your tongue settle behind your teeth. You are not falling asleep. You are being unfolded back into who you were before the day asked so much of you. Amira's dreams deepen. Not because they're darker, but because they've lost all structure. She is no longer watching the dream. She is the dream. A shape, a rhythm, a glowing stillness adrift in time. She doesn't wonder if she's asleep. She simply is. You don't have to wonder either, because you are already so close. Closer than breath, closer than thought, closer than your own name. Let your name go now. It's safe. You don't need to answer to it. No one here is calling you, except maybe sleep. And it doesn't call with words. It calls with softness, with the quiet sense that nothing else matters. Not here, not now. Let that be your guide. Let it soften your chest. Let it blur the edges of your thoughts. Let it pull you, gently, silently, into the depth Amira has already reached. She rests beneath layers of hush, not wrapped in cloth, but in stillness itself. Each layer deeper than the last, each one asking less, each one offering more. Warmth, peace, disappearance, and not the scary kind, the sacred kind, the kind of disappearance where your burdens fade first, then your worries, then your need to understand, until there's nothing left but floating, and even floating stops feeling like movement. Even that lets go. You're ready now. If you haven't already, let your eyelids close. Not like doors, but like curtains in a room that only needs moonlight. There's no more work to be done. No more effort. No more listening. No more relaxing. Only this. Only you. Only now. Amira's breath slows again, not by will, but by welcome. Sleep has taken her, not captured her, not claimed her, welcomed her, and now it welcomes you. You'll notice there's no rush, there never was. Sleep is the only guest that never knocks. It enters when it feels your heart open, not your eyes, not your plans, your heart. And yours has opened. I can feel it. Your body still, your mind quiet, your soul soft and wide. You're home now. Let's continue. Slowly, quietly, gently. Amira no longer feels her body on the mat. She is the mat. She is the room. She is the soft, sacred space that silence builds around the willing. This is not sleep as the world understands it. This is sacred return to a rhythm older than heartbeat, to a peace deeper than silence. Her body, so still now, might be mistaken for stone. But inside there is bloom. Soft pulses of healing light. Old warmths returning to old places. The kind of restoration you can't name, only feel. Let it begin in you now. You've been still for a while, but now you're not just still. You're becoming rest itself. The breath is no longer yours. It is the breath of the world moving through you. Slow, rhythmic, sacred. Amira's memories, what little remains of them, flutter like pages turned by the breeze. She doesn't chase them. She doesn't grip them. She lets them come. She lets them go. just like you are letting go now. Letting go of time, letting go of story, letting go of the soft voice in the back of your mind that says, I'm still awake. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be asleep to rest deeply. You don't need to sleep to be restored. All you need is to keep letting go. Again, and again, and again. Amira is drifting through a place that has no ground, no ceiling, no sound. It's not dark. It's not light. It's just complete. And when she breathes, if she breathes, it is without effort, without sound, without reason. That's how you know sleep has arrived. Not with dreams, not with visions, but with a complete and perfect stop. The kind of stop that is not an end dash, but a return. You are returning now to the softness behind your ribs, to the warmth beneath your navel, to the part of you that existed before the world asked you to hold so much. Let it all fall now. The names, the roles, the plans, the pressure. They don't belong in this room. This room, this sanctuary, this hush. It only holds one thing. You. The real you. The soft you. The peaceful you. The weightless, soundless, still you. Let that version rise now. Let that version take your hand and say, it's okay. You don't have to try anymore. Let the bed become a raft. Let the air become a lullaby. Let the silence become a cocoon. And let sleep wrap you in its ageless arms. No questions, no requests. Only peace. Only peace. There are no boundaries here. Not around Amira's body. Not around your thoughts. Not around time. This is not a place where moments tick forward. It's a space where everything expands. So slowly. So gently. You forget that you were ever anything but still. Amira breathes again. Just once. The kind of breath that doesn't move the chest, only the space around it. A sacred ripple in the still pool of night. You may not feel your breath now. You may not hear mine. And that's good. That's sleep's way of folding you in. Let that folding happen. Let your spine curve just slightly with it. Let your toes uncurl. Let your skin forget the world. You're not outside anymore. You're not even inside. You are just here, floating, no longer bound to form or thought or memory. Even the idea of sleep is gone. All that remains is rest, the original rest, the one that existed before stories, before sound, before breath. You are there. You've arrived. Amira's spirit glows now, not bright, not showy, like warm coal beneath ash. She is resting so deeply, so truly, that her body no longer matters. She is memory. She is warmth. She is the space between each heartbeat of the universe. And you are right there beside her, not watching, not thinking, just being. Every part of your body has gone soft. Your jaw is light, your eyelids heavy. Even your thoughts, if they visit, don't stay long. They pass like birds across a wide sky, and the sky never clings to them. Let that be you now. The wide sky, the still water, the ancient silence. You are not listening anymore. You are absorbing. You are soaking in peace like cloth in calm water. There is nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. And there never was. This was always the path. Not a trick, not a method, but a remembering of how to stop, how to breathe, how to become the hush. This was the ritual, not lighting a candle, not bathing in oil, not preparing herbs, just allowing, just resting, just saying yes, quietly to being held, held by silence, held by sleep, held by the deep, ancient hush that covered the earth long before we built the day. You are back in it now, and it is not letting go. Amira's sleep is dreamless, not empty, just so full it doesn't need story. She is being rewoven from the inside out. Every thread, warm. Every moment, soft. Every part of her, resting in something that cannot be described. Only known. You know it now. You feel it now. You don't have to speak it. Your body remembers, the same way the stars remember where to shine, the same way the tide remembers how to rise, the same way your breath remembers how to carry you here. And now, you are here. You've returned. Sleep is no longer something you move toward. It is what you are. Still, sacred, held. Sleep well. Sleep like an Egyptian. Thank you for resting with me tonight, my friend. You've done so well, simply by being here, by letting go, by softening into the stillness. Whether you're already asleep or somewhere in between, know this: you are safe, you are held, and you are never alone. The ancient ones sleep with you. The stars hum over you. And peace is always, always just one breath away. I'll be here again tomorrow night with another chapter, another ritual, another slow, gentle way back home to yourself. Until then, sleep deeply, dream freely, and, as always, sleep like an Egyptian. Good night, Seth. If you're still awake, thank you for spending this quiet time with me. And if you've already drifted off, then that's exactly what this space is for. Here at Seth's Sleep Sanctuary, there's no pressure, just calm stories, gentle voices, and a place where sleep always finds you, softly. If tonight's story brought you peace, feel free to return anytime. And don't forget to subscribe for more soothing chapters every week. Until we meet again, rest easy, sleep deeply, and as always, sleep like an Egyptian. Good night.